this is one of those types of videos that you don't really want to put out, but instead of taking some steps forward on this week, we went way back. So we had a big problem with this. We'll get into it soon, but it's not crashed and the engine's still good. But yeah, still a drama. So we'll go back a week and start from there. So first things first with this car, it's jacked up again. We're going to go ahead and rip all the wheels off and have a look at these brakes once and for all. It's I still don't know what's wrong with it, but I have a sneaky suspicion that the driver's side wheel here on the front, maybe that brake line is a bit perished. You can see in this clip from my other video, there's a big oil stain just outside my garage, which lined up perfectly with that wheel. So I'll investigate that, and then what I need to do is also have a look at these fuel pumps. Now, if you look at this clip, you can hear that one of the pumps is actually not right. It doesn't sound good. It's like, well, you can hear it for yourself. Something's not right, but so we're gonna check those over as well. I have a sneaky suspicion I know what it is, but we'll just have to confirm it. But anyway, first things first, we'll get these wheels off, have a look at the brakes. So as you can see, she's all jacked up. It's a lot closer to this area there. That is because my space is very limited and I do need some room in between. Actually, that doesn't look like much at all. No, but I do have some. So we'll go ahead, get these wheels off and then start digging through these brakes. And then if I have to, I will drain the master, get all the oil out of there, and then we'll start taking lines off, and then fuel pump, and then whatever else needs to be done. But it's not too bad. So I'll just get you in there. I don't know if you can see it too well, but that's all brake fluid down here. So I'm guessing that this line here has had it. Either that or it's loose up here, but looking close at that line, it doesn't look too healthy on it. So I'll pull that off now and we'll have a look at it on the bench. But as you can see also, where that wheel had grabbed right here and right here. So I'm just going to give that a little bit of a tap. I'm not going to put too much pressure on this, but yeah, I just think she just needs a little kiss. I would roll the guards, but knowing my luck, I'll roll that and all this will just go wrecked. So I'll just bang it back up for now and see how it goes. Okay, so got the line out. It doesn't look as bad as I first thought. I thought she was going to be a mess, but it's not too bad. So I'm not 100% sure what's going on. I might just go back, revisit that video I did, and maybe see if there's something else. But we'll jump ahead and do the other side now also. So I've just gone and ripped off the other side, and the big difference is this side is completely dry. So if you rewind this video about 30 or 40 seconds, you'll see that on the other side there was all that oil stain on that inner arch there. So this one's dry, so it's looking more than likely that it's that side. Okay, so once again, looking at this line, yeah, she looks a bit rugged up through there. You can see all those marks there. But if you look down, well, you can't see it, but I can. If you look down in there, you can actually see liquid just in this clamp area through here. So I might see if there's someone who can test that, or I don't know. Don't know much about brakes. But I'll figure that one out. I'm going to Google it, and I'm also going to Google to see what the symptoms are of a bad master. So that also could be the issue right there. I hope not, because she's nicely painted, but can't do much about it. Now, it's been a few days since I've been on this car. I did manage to pick up a new to me brake line for the front wheel. I got that off Matty, good dude. So I'm gonna go throw that in now, throw some fluid back in there and see if it builds the pedal, and all going well, it does. But if there's still no pedal, then I'm guessing it's going to be the master cylinder, which isn't good at all. Anyway, I'll get into it. Okay, tried to rebleed the brakes. Nothing's there. I've tried everything. There's no kink in the lines. Everything looked fine. There was no obvious leaks. So, master cylinder. So I'm going to go reach out tonight. I'll do it on my Facebook page. Looking for a master cylinder for one of these. If you haven't checked out my Facebook page, I think there's a link somewhere. But I really do need this moved, hence why it's back on the ground, because tomorrow I'm jumping into this. It's been a long time, but I'll show you why. ECU's back. So I'm just going to take this down the road real quick. I'll film a little bit of that to make sure everything else is all right. I need to explain what's happening with this fuel tank, or what I think it is. But I'll take it for a drive first, see if my theory's right. And if it is, I'll explain it then. Minute. Yeah, so no good. Looks like computer might have fried itself. It had a spike or a bad earth or something's happened there, and it's blown the fuses, blown relays, shorted it all out. I spent 2 hours after that just trying to start it again. Thank goodness it broke down outside my house. Otherwise that would have been bad, and it's probably a good thing it broke down now instead of me giving it back to them, to the owners, and they taking it for a drive and it breaks down them. So we've got to go through the wiring now, tidy it all up, see what on earth happened. But yeah, it's really unfortunate. But I've told the owners, I said, worst case scenario, we'll rip the ECU out of the RX-7 and take it, put it into this. It's tuned for a 13B turbo, so they can have it. What I will do is I will take the ECU out of here and I'm going to plug it into this car. Now I've got my basic wiring set up for a Microtech in this. I just need to put a battery in the boot. We'll plug up the ECU and see if it turns on. Fingers crossed it does. If it doesn't, such is life. Okay, so I've got the ECU sitting here. This is one out of the 323. Yeah, if you smell this plug here, it doesn't smell too great. But we'll see. I'll see how that goes. But having a look at this, I actually was ripping at the wiring the other night just to try and figure out what it was. But yeah, she's a bit of a mess at the moment, but I'm going to go through and have to rewire all of this. Yeah, I don't know. I can't see anywhere where it could have shorted or anything like that. It's just one of those things. But I will find it, and then I'll fix it, and then we'll throw, as I said, we'll throw the ECU out of the RX-7 into this, and she'll fire straight back up. I did manage to get all these working again, so that's working. The fuel pumps are still working. The fans are working. It's just the ECU. So, yeah. Ratchet. Oh well, there's the answer. She's not powering up. So, yep, I'll see what I can do with this one. Hopefully I can get it repaired. But as I said before, they've got the one out of the RX-7 they can use. Yeah, just really unfortunate. So that brings us back to now. I have gone ahead and I've ordered a master cylinder for this. I should have it in a week. It's got to come from Australia. And I will go get the Microtech hopefully this weekend, and that will just be straight plug it in. We're back to where we were. What I was saying about the fuel pumps, my theory was that there is no return line from the surge tank to the main tank, so maybe it's overworking. But yeah, I've searched online. It shouldn't be a problem. It should be fine. But yeah, so we'll get back into that next week. But this thing, I don't know if you've seen on my Facebook, we've actually fired it up. It didn't run for very long, but it fired up. I'll show you a clip here. But it's getting... So with the RX-7 is going to be out of action now. Without the ECU, we're going to push to get this to reunion. It was always entered, but I was kind of umming and ahhing on the fence about it. But they're going to big push on this. We'll still pump this out, and that trike that's out there somewhere, haven't looked at that. I really need to get back onto it, but it's getting there. So unfortunate things happen. Yeah, still unfortunate, but we'll get amongst it. We'll get it done. Anyway, thank you for watching. I suppose now with this thing broken down, I have plenty of spare parts for that. Nah, I'm only joking. We'll have both of these running very, very soon. It'll be cool.